Well, hello and good evening and good morning, good afternoon, sayonara, senorita, see ya later. What's going on, guys? Thank you very much for joining me for the season finale of the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series. And we're going to do it here at Daytona. And it is going to be an epic race tonight, full-length race. So I hope everyone is strapped in and holding on tight because it's going to be one heck of a show tonight. Want to remind everybody, tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by Walls Beard Co. Check out wallsbeardco.com for your beard balm needs. I spent a lot of time talking with Mark Walls, owner of Walls Beard Co. Very cool cat. Check it out, man. If you got a beard, need some beard balm, check out wallsbeardco.com. Colby's Eye Paints. If you're in the market for a new paint on your car, check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook. Specializing in replica paints of real-life cars, Colby's Eye Paints can get it done. The Ohio IndyCar League, broadcasted right here on MaxSpeedTV, accepting applications for people outside of Ohio. That's good because, well, I've been to Ohio. The Ohio IndyCar League. Make sure you check them out. SimSpeedShop.com doing custom button boxes made to order of all sorts, and also e-brakes. So check out SimSpeedShop.com. And iBog, iRacing Broadcast Overlay Graphics, the official graphic overlay supplier to MaxSpeedTV. You guys are on to Twitch streaming or want to break out into broadcasting, check out ibog.co. And the Hershey Design Company is your one-stop graphics shop. If you're in need of an iRacing paint, a league, team, or business logo, or just want the logo on some sweet swag, hit up Orion at the Hershey Design Company. That's Hershey. So tonight we are at Daytona International Speedway. And the field should be getting ready to do a tribute to, one, all of the fans, and then two, all of the drivers who have made this inaugural season a spectacular season. Looks like they're starting to line up for it. They are going to try and do a 4-wide salute here in practice. We'll see how this all ends up shaking out. So far, our practice times, Donovan Ranta is the fastest. Gary Champion, last week's winner, currently second on the speed charts. So after this, we're going to see some qualifying. Don't forget, next Monday right here on MaxSpeedTV, starting at 7:30 p.m. Central, Racing for a Cause special event presents the Shyster 200 at Homestead, Miami, benefiting a little girl whose nickname is Shyster, who is suffering from cancer. So make sure you guys tune into that. If you'd like to donate, you can find that event coming up on the MaxSpeedTV website, YouTube homepage. And then next Tuesday at 8 p.m., the RFC Hershey Design Series will be doing the American Ethanol E15 125 at Iowa Speedway. So make sure you tune in for that one as well. That is going to be a heck of a race. Iowa always delivers a great race. So as you can see, the field now starting to roll out. Going to be doing a 4-wide salute, like we said, to all of the fans and the drivers as well, getting a chance to display their cars in a, what, you know, is really kind of a very fan service type of situation. So these guys really put on a heck of a show. And now we're going to see how well they can form up. Randy Post in that 54 machine. He is the league owner. This is his final day as league owner. Starting tomorrow, it will be under new ownership. So Randy Post starting this inaugural season, getting things kicked off for the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series. Also, tonight is the last broadcast that MaxSpeedTV will be doing for these guys. They will be moving on to Virtual Racing Network, an associate of MaxSpeedTV, headed up by Charles Wooten. Field looking nice and pretty there, 3 wide. Almost looks like they're trying to race. So we did the 1-lap salute. Now they're off to the races, doing some practice laps here. While we have a moment, we're going to go ahead and step away and play our Star Spangled Banner. We will be right back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, where practice is just wrapping up here at Daytona Super Speedway. Man, oh man, qualifying for the season finale getting ready to take place. We're going to see a lot of fast cars out on the track here, see what they are made of. Donovan Ranta will end up being the quick time in practice. We'll see if that will transfer over to a quick time in qualifying for him. First car rolling out, Jason Papp in the 83 machine. Also right behind him is the Brandon Morris in the 44 machine. Jason Papp in that 83 running that high line. You'll see a lot of cars doing that here. They'll run that high line, try and burn as much fuel off, get their tires as warm as possible, and then turn in a quick lap time. Jody Burton in the 63 machine out on track as well. Brandon Morris in the 44. Daniel Holloway in the 21. All these guys working on getting their car up to speed. This big 2.5 mile speedway takes over a full lap to get her going. That 54 machine of Randy Post. And you see they have all gotten their warm-up laps done. They are now mostly on the clock. And we're at 2 minutes and 50 seconds left of qualifying. Qualifying times coming in on the left there. PJ O'Leary in second place in that 24 machine. Justin Levine in the top spot right now. A repeat winner, did it back to back, and one of the only people to have multiple wins here in this series. He's out there in that number 1 machine, currently first. Now he will be scored in second as Jason Papp has completed his second lap. It was faster in his first one to put him back to the top spot. Time's coming in on the left. '21 machine of Daniel Holloway on the top spot right now. We go on the board with Holloway. Now he's falling all the way down to third. Now make it fourth spot as Brandon Morris going to top the charts in the 44 machine. And now Justin Levine back to the top as Holloway going to jump up to third. Justin Levine in the number 1 car, in the number 1 spot. A lot of these guys starting to shut it down. Jody Burton jumping into 5th place, that 63 machine. Jeffrey Meier. Jeffrey Meier in a very close points battle for the top spot. As soon as qualifying ends, we'll go through our points standings real quick. He is currently in 12th place. Marcus Brown in the 101 machine, currently in 14th. And Jeffrey Meier, his second lap's going to jump him up to 6th place. And he is going to shut it down. That is going to do it for qualifying. As the checkered flag waves. And time to start taking to the grid, which means it's time to bring you the Walls Beard Co. starting lineup. Justin Levine on pole with a 47.419. And Donovan Ranta on the outside, making up your Walls Beard Co. row number 1. Row 2 will be Brandon Morris and Daniel Holloway in the 21 machine. Row 3 is going to be Jason Papp and Jeffrey Meier in the 50 machine. Row 4, Joseph Burton and Alex Kinsler. Row 5 will be Matt Kleinschmidt and Randy Rando Post. Row 6 will be PJ O'Leary in that 24 machine. And Chase Galvin will be starting on the outside of row 6. Row 7 will be Scott Leitner and Marcus Brown. Row 8 will be made up of Gary Champion and Ted Manning. So that is your starting lineup for here at Daytona in the season finale. Randy Post, Gary Champion have yet to take their grid positions. And we'll see if we can't get a word in. Gary Champion, KR up in the broadcast booth. You got your ears on, man? It's going pretty good. You got a moment to talk to us? Well, man, you're starting at the back of the pack tonight. You won last week. What is your strategy for this event going for 500 miles? It's a solid, simple strategy. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, man. Well, good luck to you. Thank you for taking the time, and hopefully you'll become a repeat winner, and we'll see you in victory lane at the end of this thing. That's Gary Champion, part of the Excalibur Racing team. As I drop my notes all over the floor. It's a good time to drop your notes, right? Right? Sounds good. 500 miles here tonight. 200 laps. Gonna be a heck of a show. Hope you all are strapped in tight as we look at this field coming around right now. Get a good look at everyone. Field coming out of turn 4. Justin Levine, your pole sitter.
Green, green, green.
Green flag flying, and we are underway for 200 laps here at Daytona. Gonna be a heck of a race. We got 16 cars to decide this season finale. Justin Levine getting an early lead, but Donovan Ranta in that 420 machine on his outside. Got some help from the 21 of Daniel Holloway. Too many 4.2s. Hut. Here we go. That 44 machine of Brandon Moore sitting in second place on that inside line, and the 83 of Jason Papp. Those three cars starting to form up here. Gonna get a good push to Justin Levine as soon as they can. Get nice and formed up. Season finales and league races, always a special time, so appreciate each and every one of you joining us tonight. I hope you all are gonna be here for the whole thing. I know I am. It's gonna be a good time. Justin Levine to the early lead. Now the 21 of Daniel Holloway behind him. Donovan Ranta still on that outside, but not getting a whole lot of help as Jeffrey Meier started to tuck in behind him and then slid to the inside. So that outside line right now losing some ground, but here comes Jason Papp. Gonna make a move to the outside. Papp in that 83 machine. We got one on the infield. That is Jeffrey Meier. Meier pulling down to the inside. Might be dropping to the back for this very long race, but now he looks like could be in danger of losing the draft here, as him and the 66 of Scott Leitner need to try and work together and not lose a draft. If this thing stays in a long green flag run, they will be in trouble in that situation. They can lose a lap, maybe even two, as sticking with the draft here is going to be very, very important. But it's also going to be cause for the big one. I don't know how to play that. Good thing I am up here in the broadcast booth. As they are closing in on this lead pack. Down the backstretch here, the field comes right at you. Only tracks, Daytona and Talladega, where they actually finish closer than what they start based off of time. Crazy, crazy pack racing here at Daytona. Right now, the 44 machine of Brandon Morse, third car on your screen, Justin Levine leading this race, and the 21 machine of Daniel Holloway in second. There's your points standings. Jeffrey Meier leading the points coming into tonight's event, but Brandon Morse right behind him. Only 6 points separate these guys at the start of this race. Very, very intense and close points battle at the front, and really is going to come down to about who beats who on the track. It's going to be very hard to keep track of that throughout the night. Donovan Ranta sitting third in points, and Randy Post in fourth, tied with Scott Leitner. Man, anything could happen here tonight. It's going to be a heck of a race. We're still only on lap 7 of 200. Field's starting to get single file and logging some laps. Ted Manning in 13 starting to wash up a little bit there coming out of the corner. Can get a little tight on corner exit, especially off the turn 4. Tonight's race analysis, we will be doing 200 laps for 500 miles. Tire and fuel window is right around 45 laps. Pit road speed limit is 60 miles per hour. PJ O'Leary in that 24 machine is currently 6th place. As the field starts to get really single file here, the 18 of Gary Champion already making some moves, started almost dead last on the field, and he is already up to 9th place, so making some moves here early on. Gary Champion in the 18 machine has gained 7 spots. Ted Manning has also gained 7 spots. Right now, those are your two biggest movers. The biggest loser right now is the 50 machine, as Shagy Meier as he has dropped 10 spots, but I believe that is by design. He has dropped to the tail end of this field, hoping that he can survive a big one should it happen. And now Gary Champion stuck on that outside. Gonna tuck in right behind the 350 machine of Alex Kinsler. The 101 machine of Marcus Brown. Now he is left high and dry on the outside line. As Randy Post in the 54 is gonna slide on by Gary Champion. And that 18 machine looks like he's going to try and help Marcus Brown in the 101. He's got to catch up to him. Kleinschmidt down through the infield there. Not a good move to try and pass somebody like that, but not sure what happened there. We're going to go to our MaxSpeedTV replay, see if we can't catch what happened to that 3 machine. Looked like Shagy Meier was coming up on the 3. Back to live we go. That 3 machine is going to lose some ground here, but the 50 and the 3 are teammates. So those guys will probably work together throughout the course of tonight's race. So even though they're at the back, we will not lose track of them. We'll keep an eye on these guys because as the race wears on, they will find a way to the front. They have done it several times. As we have a new leader right now, as Justin Levine has moved to the high side here. That will put the 21 machine of Daniel Holloway out front. Brandon Morris currently in second. Donovan Renta in the 420 machine, and the yellow has come out as it looks like an issue. Marcus Brown is spinning. Heavy damage on that machine. We're going to go to our MaxSpeedTV replay once again. So we are under our first caution of the night. 101 machine of Marcus Brown is involved, but not sure what all happens here. Marcus Brown turning Justin Levine, turning Jason Papp, getting into Justin Levine. Also looks like the 13 machine of Ted Manning involved. Scott Leitner getting a piece of it. Gary Champion in the 18 also getting some contact here. We go on board with Gary Champion. Right along now with Justin Levine. Levine minding his own business, going for a spin, straightens it out, and gets back going. But meanwhile, we got a lot of cars on pit road. One car is not pitted. That is the 66 of Scott Leitner. And the race off pit road underway right now. Daniel Holloway gonna win this one. Chase Galvin coming out second in the 26 machine, and Brandon Morris in third. And we're going to step away for a moment, and we will be right back as the field cycles around here at Daytona under caution. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The field all nice and formed up. Coming off the racing surface, the pace car going down pit road. Green flag flying. We're back racing here at Daytona for the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series season finale. Your leader, Scott Leitner, by virtue of not making a pit stop. That 66 machine out front right now. Currently in second will be Chase Galvin in the 26. Galvin to the outside, but has no help right now. Looks like he's going to lose some ground here through the corner. Daniel Holloway in the 21 choosing to stay on the inside line here. A lot of cars made pit stops. In fact, the entire field came down pit road, took fuel and tires, except for that 66 machine of Scott Leitner. Right now, he's battling for the lead. '21 machine of Daniel Holloway trying to make something happen on the outside. The 26 of Chase Galvin giving him a good push. Trying to build momentum in that outer lane. The 13 of Ted Manning also joining the party here, as now Daniel Holloway is going to slice down to the inside right in front of Scott Leitner. So put Holloway back to the front. Leitner was out front for 3 laps. Now Holloway has led 4 laps here tonight. We have had 4 lead changes between Donovan Ranta, Scott Leitner, Daniel Holloway, and Justin Levine. Justin Levine in that one machine though. Saw him get spun. He has been on pit road, got his damage fixed, and back out there. He is that 4th car in the outside line. Black, and white, and yellow machine. Gary Champion in the 18, we saw him get a big chunk of that accident as well. Used a fast repair. He is back out there. Right now, Ted Manning in the 13 machine. He is out front, diving down to the inside. That will allow Gary Champion and the 24 of P.J. O'Leary to work the outside. The 18 and the 24 teammates, along with the 21 of Daniel Holloway. And then Justin Levine in the 1. Those guys all making up Excalibur Racing. Champion will be credited with that lap led. See Scott Leitner in 6th place now. Looks like he's losing some ground. Car might be tightening up a little bit on corner entry on him. As I said, he was the only car that did not make a pit stop. Ted Manning making a move to the outside here. Got some help from the 24 of P.J. O'Leary, running a very, very familiar paint scheme. Part of the Rainbow Warriors at 24 with Exalta on the side. Now Manning to the front, dropping down that inside line. Manning in that blue and white 13 machine. This Leitner looks like he's having a little bit of trouble right now. Losing a lot of momentum here. A lot of cars getting by him. Looks like he's gathered it back up. Big moment for him and the rest of the cars behind him. That car looks like it's becoming a handful to drive. A fuel run is anywhere around 45 laps. Manning out front for another lap. That will be his 2nd lap led here tonight. Chase Galvin in that 26 machine. 3rd car in line. The 44 of Brandon Morris. Morris and Jeffrey Meier in a very, very close points battle. Morris not having a win on the season, but having very consistent finishes, steady runs, and almost always inside the top 10, top 5 when that checkered flag flies. He is 6 points behind Jeffrey Meier for the championship lead coming into tonight's event. And if you look close enough, you can see he's probably leading the points if you want to do your math quick enough, as Jeffrey Meier is all the way down into 16th place. But we're only on lap 25 of 200. We still have quite a ways to go. They don't hand out trophies for the lap 2, lap 3, lap 25 leader. No, we hand out the trophy at the end of the event. Gotta put it together for all 500 miles. You can't just be good for the first 25.
The yellow flag is out.
As the caution has come out, looks like once again Marcus Brown on pit road here. We're going to go to our MaxSpeedTV replay. See if we can't see what happens. Marcus Brown getting into the wall all by himself. He's having some issues there. Not 100% sure what happened. And then the 3 machine of Matt Kleinschmidt coming by is what triggered the yellow. So not quite sure what that was about, but Marcus Brown making an early exit. We'll see if we can't get a word in with him here before too much longer. Marcus, KR up in the broadcast booth, man. You got your ears on? You still there? Alright, so maybe Marcus is not there. Maybe he stepped away. Something has happened, unfortunately for him. Unable to keep that car on track. Not sure what happened. The car's coming down pit lane a little early on this camera shot, but the producer said to go with it, so we're going with it. The field coming down pit road. Now it looks to be very well split up as to who is pitting and who is not, as we have 6 cars who have stayed on track and everyone else on pit road. 21 machine Daniel Holloway, first one off. Gary Champion taking an extended pit stop here. Justin Levine rolling off as well. So some damage being repaired on pit road by a lot of these teams. Jason Papp in the 83 machine, not sure what's going on here, as now he is in his pit stall. The 3 machine of Matt Kleinschmidt rolling out. Gary Champion, a very extended amount of time on pit road. We're going to step away for another commercial break, and we will be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the pace car is
Flag,
peeled
green
off.
flag.
Green flag is flying here at Daytona. And Ted Manning, who did not make a pit stop, brings that field down around the front stretch, sailing it off into turn number 1, but on his outside is that 26 machine of Chase Galvin. Both those guys have some help in the 44 and the 350, I'm sorry, of Alex Kinsler and Brandon Morris. Morris in that 44 machine. Down the backstretch they go. And now it looks like we got two distinct groups forming up here. The front pack has about 8 cars in it as they come right at you. 2 lines for this front pack, 4 high, 4 low. And then we got a little bit of an unformed group led by the 63 of Jody Burton. Right behind him is Scott Leitner. Jeffrey Meier in the 50 machine and Matt Kleinschmidt in the 3. Those two are teammates. And the 83, Jason Papp on the outside. All by himself. So several different lines here forming up. Chase Galvin out front right now. We've been under 2 cautions here tonight for 5 laps. We've had 9 lead changes so far. Justin Levine being credited with leading the most laps right now with 10 laps led. Ted Manning has been out front for 6. He's the closest one to taking that top spot, but looks like Chase Galvin gonna lead another one here. But Ted Manning says, not so fast, I want to lead another one, and Manning does across the line. Now Manning contact made between Alex Kinsler and Chase Galvin. Both cars able to keep going though. Now Galvin gonna slide up to the high side here. Get a good push from Alex Kinsler. Somebody needs to tell these guys we aren't even a quarter of the way through the race. It looks like a whole lot of slicing and dicing here early on, but man, oh man, are they making this race exciting to watch. That very brightly colored 350 machine being piloted by Alex Kinsler. Kinsler wants a part of this lead. He is giving Chase Galvin a huge shove down the backstretch. Ted Manning in the blue and white 13, first car on the outside line. But then the 54 of Randy Post helping Ted Manning. Those two big part in this league as league owner and admins. Like I said earlier, final race for Randy Post as the league owner. Going to be transferring the keys over to, I believe it's Ted Manning. Wish I had my notes straight on that. I will try and get accurate information to you all during the course of this broadcast. But I do believe Ted Manning will be taking over. That will be effective tomorrow. Like I said, tonight is the last night that these guys will be on MaxSpeedTV. I have enjoyed broadcasting with these guys, a very great group of guys. Have a lot of fun working with them. The schedules just did not match up. And they will be moving on to Virtual Racing Network with Charles Wooten. Is that 26 machine hanging tough out front right now. Galvin now has been out front for 5 laps. I thought maybe Marcus Brown was going to make it back out on track, but Marcus Brown, once again, back behind the pit wall. We tried to get a word in with him, not sure what happened to him. But a very strange turn of events by that 101 machine. We go on board with Brandon Morris in the 44 machine. Morris right now, 3rd car in line. Having to lift a little bit here. You heard it backfire. Ted Manning in that 13 machine. How quickly fortunes can change. Ooh, it's Chase Galvin. Heavy blinking by Chase Galvin. Some serious internet issues for him. And that is not what you want to see here at a plate track. As he is pulled down to the inside, he is getting out of the way. The rest of the field gonna go on by. Hopefully that straightens out for Chase. And right now it does not look like it is. He is still struggling. Chase Galvin falling all the way back into 14th place. Still having issues. But fortunately he was able to get out of the way before it caused an incident. So right now, Alex Kinsler out front in that 350 machine. Kinsler, who's not won a race yet this season, final opportunity to do so. The only one who has led, or I should say won 2 races in this entire season is that one machine of Justin Levine. And Levine back to the front. That is a dangerous man to have at the front of the race. And by dangerous, I mean dangerous to the rest of the field and their chances of getting a trophy. Because Justin Levine, if he gets a breath of fresh air, he gets a hint of that lead, he is hard to pass and to wrestle that lead away from. Right now he is at 2nd car in the high line, a black, white, and yellow machine. Brandon Morris in that purple, pink, whatever color that is, magenta, fuchsia, 44 coloring, and white base. Chase Galvin did end up leading a total of 8 laps. Right now it looks like his internet still has not stabilized, but he is still out on track, struggling with being scored. He is running with the 83 machine of Jason Papp, and you see still having issues. The 83 of Jason Papp in that orange and white, almost like a Whataburger paint scheme. Big old thank you Randy on the sides of it. case you're wondering, we have had 2 cautions on the night. The first one involved about 5 or 6 cars. The second one was a single car incident involving Marcus Brown, and we have been unable to get a word in with him on what has happened. But Marcus Brown lost it all by himself. Very strange situation. Under our last commercial break, I tried to get a hold of race control to see if anything was said, and nothing was mentioned. So Marcus Brown, not quite sure what happened to him, but he is behind the wall. He is the only car behind the wall right now. These 2 cars, 14th and 15th position, they are the last 2 out on the track. And they are, as you can see, quite a ways away from the leader, about 18 seconds, 17 and a half seconds behind our race leader. Daniel Holloway in the 21 machine leading this event. Alex Kinsler in the 350 riding around in second. Brandon Morris still in third. Very, very close points battle between Jeffrey Meier and Brandon Morris. As you can see, Jeffrey Meier came into tonight's event with the race win in his pocket. That has helped hold off Brandon Morris, as Morris is only 6 points behind coming into tonight's event. But as you can see, Morris has a little bit of a higher running position right now. Morris in that 44 machine. Jeffrey Meier in that 50. Meier leading that second group of cars. Got 5 cars in that second group. So we go on board with Jody Burton. Burton started 7th, currently running 10th. This second line of cars running single file, really starting to catch up to that lead pack here over the last few laps. We are nearing lap 50 of 200 laps here tonight. Quite the event. Gonna have to find a way to talk for 200 laps here at Daytona. My first time ever broadcasting a full-length Daytona 500, so bear with me. May not always be the best. Then again, I may not always. You know what? It's whatever. I'm just here for fun. I hope you guys are too. I appreciate you joining me in YouTube chat and talking with me here. That is what makes this broadcasting fun. I get to watch a spectacular race, get to interact with people in YouTube chat. Sometimes the comments are pretty funny. Sometimes they're constructive criticisms. Meanwhile, Daniel Holloway, your race leader right now. Ted Manning, Justin Levine, working that high side in the 13 and the 1 respectively. That very brightly orangish color, orange and green, the 420 machine of Donovan Ranta. Ranta came into tonight 3rd in points. very capable of pulling an upset championship winning season here with a race win and some bad luck on the part of Brandon Morris and Jeffrey Meier. So this isn't over just yet. As we got some issues here with Ted Manning and Justin Levine, not sure what happened. Caught it out of the corner of my eye. Big time backup by those two. Go to our MaxSpeedTV replay, see if we can't catch what just happened as they were working their way through the corner on the outer lane. And you can see them working the front stretch, coming down into turn number 1. Manning getting crossed up a little bit there. Levine with nowhere to go, some minor contact being made, but any minor contact here at Daytona has major implications to your aerodynamics. As we go back live, we see Ted Manning is on pit road for that incident, and so is the one machine of Justin Levine. Levine rolling back out now, as we are just past 50 laps into this event. Levine and Ted Manning, though, back on track. But here comes the rest of the field, being led by Alex Kinsler. There you see Manning going a lap down now. Next one to go a lap down will be Justin Levine, as he struggles to get back up to speed here. Levine all by himself with no drafting help, so it's only a matter of time before he gets past. And he is going to ride the high side here. Going to hopefully be able to tuck down behind Randy Post here. Maybe not soon enough. Very possible to lose this lead pack draft. But now we do have two cars one lap down, so the race for the free pass, the wave around, is underway between the 1 and the 13. Meanwhile, Holloway going to try for that top spot once again with some help from the 24 PJ O'Leary. Hey guys, don't forget, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe, do all those fancy things if you haven't done so yet. Really means a lot to the league, means a lot to us here at MaxSpeedTV. We appreciate it. MaxSpeedTV is so close to 5,000 subscribers. Before we went live here tonight, we were 12 short of 5,000. So if you can, make sure you subscribe and go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you are enjoying the broadcast tonight. If not, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not the one for you, but you know what? Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series said, KR, you're the broadcaster for us for this season. I said, okay, I'll do what I want. So meanwhile, the race, very intense in the front here. 6-car battle for the lead. These guys have really been fighting all race long. It's been very topsy-turvy the entire time. That one machine to Justin Levine, first car one lap down. So we go on board with Justin Levine. Oh, big time trouble. Caution flag coming out, and Justin Levine going to get the wave around. But our leader's spinning. Alex Kinsler in that 350 machine involved in this accident. 21 of Daniel Holloway, the 350 Alex Kinsler, and the 44 Brandon Morris coming off of turn 4. Kinsler and Morris get together. It looked like Morris was maybe trying for pit road. Donovan Ranta in the 420 machine, not sure where he was going. Looked like maybe he was trying to avoid the accident. We go on board with Ranta. Pit stops may be happening. I believe that is exactly what has happened. As pit stops were coming down, looked like the 44 Brandon Morris unable to slow down as fast as Alex Kinsler. Man, that was a very, very late exit for pit stops. Very aggressive. But now everyone coming down pit road as we get back into live. Justin Levine will be credited as the first car one lap down and get the wave around. Race off pit road. PJ O'Leary gonna win it. Brandon Morris in that 44 machine. He was the first car onto pit road. I believe he was on there before the yellow came out. Not quite sure how that is going to work, whether he's got a penalty or not coming towards him. But PJ O'Leary in that 24 machine did win the race off of pit road for everyone that came down under caution. Let's see if we can't get a word in with, I don't know. Trying to see who I want to talk to, who's got a good story to tell. I don't know. All right, maybe we'll just step away for a minute and we'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and I have managed to get in contact with Brandon Morris in the 44 machine. Brandon, you were running third. It looked like you guys were coming down to pit road. What happened there as you tried to make your break for pit road?
So I was pitting with my teammate, and we had decided to pit right there, and I was just a little too close on him, and when he checked up, I wasn't able to stop soon enough. He was coming in below the apron and got on the brakes pretty hard, and I wasn't expecting him to slow up that quick, so I hit him, and wasn't really anything I was able to do. So wrecked my teammate and had to drop to the end of the longest line, so it turned out to be a bad decision. I should have gapped him a little bit and not been right on his bumper going into the pits, but lesson learned.
Now, it looked like you guys were getting onto pit road very aggressively. Do you think you guys could have maybe slowed down a little sooner, or were you like trying to get all you could and push it to the absolute limit?
No. Basically, we knew we were going to pit right there, and I was following the guy in front of me, and I wasn't really even paying attention to, where the pit entrance was, to be honest with you. I was just, trying to stay close to him, but not hit him, obviously. And so I dropped down and got on the brakes as soon as he did, and it was just way too soon. We should have dropped down way prior to when we did. So overall, it was just it was a mistake, and we just got to turn things around and finish this race strong.
All right, man, getting ready to go back to green, so we'll let you get back to it. Good luck to you, Brandon.
Yeah, thanks, KR.
That was Brandon Morris.
Green
Not
flag,
too happy
green
with
flag.
himself, but PJ O'Leary in the 24 machine bringing this field back to green. And here we go once again at Daytona in the season finale of the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Walls Beard Co., Colby's Eye Paints, the Ohio IndyCar League, SimSpeedShop.com, iBog, and the Hershey Design Company. All of our sponsor links are down below in the video description. If you get a chance, please check them out. They do help make these broadcasts possible. Tell them I sent you. Tell them KR sent you. That crazy guy who was broadcasting tonight, who didn't know how to speak a lick of English. Half the time we couldn't understand what he was referencing. Yeah, he's the one that sent us. Tell them that. We'll see what they say after that. They'll probably just be like, oh gosh, another one. Counseling is available to those who need it. PJ O'Leary out front right now in the 24 machine. Randy Post in that 54. Post wanting to win this race desperately. He comes into tonight fourth in the points. Does have a race win on the season. Looking to add another one to that win column here tonight. But PJ O'Leary in that 24 machine out front. Donovan Ranta, who we just saw under that caution with Brandon Morris, taking evasive action, locking the brakes up, losing control of the car, nosing into that outside wall very hard. Using a quick repair, getting back out there, so good recovery by Ranta. Already back up to fourth place. Post on the outside with some help from Donovan Ranta in the 420. Jason Papp in the 83 machine, who used that caution to perfection, who had lost the lead group. Jason Papp in the 83 all the way back up to third, making the most of that caution. We see Alex Kinsler in the 350, who went for a ride after some contact from the 44 Brandon Morse teammates, those two. We are on lap 64 of 200. Got quite a ways to go. 15 cars out on track for the season finale of the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series. Now I am seeing Matt Kleinschmidt in that 3 machine abandoning his teammate Jeffrey Meier, as Meier is all the way back in the 13th spot. Kleinschmidt has made it up to 6th. Those two almost always inseparable, but here we see Kleinschmidt running inside the top 10. That white Goodwrench machine. GM abandoned the Goodwrench label many years ago. It's still a very iconic logo on a vehicle. Randy Post in that 54, who was just sitting in second place, has fallen all the way back to 9th. And you can see the fortunes change very quickly here at Daytona. It doesn't take much. One little wiggle, one little misjudgment, and you fall very, very far back. Brandon Morris in that 44 machine started 3rd, currently 10th. He did get that penalty for entering a closed pit because the yellow came out before he was on pit road. Ooh, man, that 63, Jody Burton, washed up quite a bit there. These guys aren't done wrecking yet. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this race might see another big one. Looks like everyone has settled down for a moment. I was trying to do all I could to catch my breath to get ready to call out an accident. Looks like it's mellowed out. The calm before the storm. We have seen 3 cautions for 9 laps. We do have 134 laps to go. 16 lead changes so far. Daniel Holloway leading the most laps with 18 laps led, but PJ O'Leary now in second in that category with 11 laps led. And you know what? Let's do it. Let's do a little crank it up. Enjoy, folks. TJ O'Leary still out front in that 24 machine. Daniel Holloway in second. Right behind him in that 21. That inside line where most of the cars are right now. Justin Levine in the 1 on that outside all by himself. Oh man, as Jason Papp washed up just a little bit. Thought those two were going to make contact, but Justin Levine again narrowly escaping the situation there. We go on the board with Levine in the 1 machine. Levine, an early lap leader, led 10 laps here tonight. Working on getting back into that situation. He wants to lead the most laps. He wants to win this thing. I'll tell you what, he's got as good a chance as anyone out there. Again, he is the only repeat winner on this season. And what a season it has been. Could not have been more honored to bring the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series to everyone here on YouTube. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you subscribe to MaxSpeedTV and also go to the playlist. If you're in the playlist, a lot of these lists are a lot of the leagues are organized in the playlist. You can catch up on any of the racing action that you have missed. Pick a favorite league. And the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series has its own playlist. Another series that I do called the Racing for a Cause, or RFC Hershey Xfinity Designs, or Hershey Design Xfinity Series. You can catch all of your favorite leagues here on MaxSpeedTV. Do some searching through our playlist and check out some previous races. But right now, we've got a live event on our hands. We are on lap 74 of 200. This field very, very tightly knit. Scott Leitner in the 66, leading this 3-car group. Jeffrey Meier in the 50 machine and the 3 of Matt Kleinschmidt have found each other once again. We call those two Rose and Jack. They have found each other. I told you guys, we'll keep an eye on those two. They tend to work together very well. And they like to wait to the later stages of the race before they make their move. Down the backstretch we go. Some very beautiful paint schemes out there tonight. Randy Post in that 54 machine. Running an MSTV logo on his deck lid. I appreciate that, Mr. Post. I would not be here broadcasting if it was not for the very nice and ego-stroking words that were used by Randy Post to acquire my services. I'm not above bribery, folks. Not above bribery. Did I even say that word correctly? Holy cow. We're not even to the halfway point and already I can't talk. But I'm having fun. It's an exciting night. Doing my best to bring you all 200 laps here at Daytona. Alex Kinsler in the 350 machine was caught up in an earlier incident with his teammate Brandon Morris as they tried to pit together. Unfortunately, it did not work as planned. Now Kinsler is currently running 12th place. see just how big of a bank this track has. Daniel Holloway, your leader still. Donovan Ranta in the 420 machine working his way on that outside line. Rightly, I can't quite tell what color Donovan Ranta's car is. Not sure if that would be like an orange or a red, or like a fiery orange red. Either way, a very sharply colored 420 machine leading this outside line. Jody Burton in the 63 right behind him. And then back to the front is that 54 of Randy Post. Earlier we saw him running in second. Oh, it was PJ O'Leary dropping down below the yellow line there. Big wiggle through that tri-oval. Intensity really seems to be picking up here for the halfway mark. We're on lap 79 of 200, not quite to the halfway point. Field running very close to each other as the 63 and the 44 almost bounce off of their doors. Do some door slamming here at Daytona. Justin Levine in the one machine on that inside right behind Ted Manning. Ted Manning was scored one lap down at a point in this race. Is back on the lead lap, currently in 6th place. So far we only have one car out of the race. That is Marcus Brown in the 101 machine. We never got a word on what happened to him. We tried to get an interview in with him, but he was unable to talk to us. It's a very disappointing race for Marcus Brown. I know that guy very excited about racing and a very enjoyable guy to talk to outside of the race car. But tonight just not his night, as he is the first car out of the race, and as of right now the only car out of the race. So you got quite the battle here for this lead group. Consists of 10 cars. Gary Champion in the 18 machine right now is the last car in this lead group. Alex Kinsler in the 350 machine. He is in a 2-car group along with Jason Papp in the 83. It wasn't but a few laps ago we saw Jason Papp in that lead group. Now him and Kinsler working together. And then a little further back, we see the 50 and the 3 of Jeffrey Meier and Matt Kleinschmidt working together, and Scott Leitner following in their tire tracks. This field getting closer and closer to the halfway mark. Been some very exciting racing so far here. We completed 83 laps. We are now on lap 84 of 200. Man, oh man. I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm really excited to be doing this. It's been a challenge, I'm not gonna lie. It's not the easiest thing to do by yourself. For 400 laps. I run the cameras. I do the talking. I do all the mistakes. And I miss all the action. But I appreciate y'all joining me here in the YouTube chat room. Ken, tell me what part of the world you're watching from. I know these guys here enjoy knowing that they could very well be an internationally watched race. It is their season finale. We are trying to make it as big and as popular as possible. So if you have friends, like I have a friend, he doesn't talk to me anymore. He moved pretty far away to get away from me, but he's still my friend. But if you have friends, you know, send them this link. Tell them to come join you. Come hang out with you in YouTube. We'll chat it up here. We'll have a good time. Justin Lean in the one machine giving a good push on that 63 of Jody Burton. Those two working that high side right now, trying to gain some momentum. Trying to let these other guys know that, hey, there is another line besides that inside lane. You might want to come try it. The water's fine. It's fine. It's not too cold, not too hot. Come on up. Right now, no takers, just those two. Having a good time doing it. It's very different mindset when you're in that outer line. Because you want to try and stay as down to the door of the car beneath you. You can't be too close. If you get too close, you always have that pesky net code. Could happen at any point in time. But if you get close to them, you run that high side, you get down next to their door, and you're running as low as possible. You can build a lot of momentum, a lot of speed, running off that car on the inside line, running right off his door. But it can go horribly wrong really quickly. So it's a risk versus reward situation. And right now, the 63 and the 1, I wouldn't say that they're super low. They might be pushing it a little bit. We're on lap 88 of 200. 420 machine of Donovan Ranta. Still haven't decided what color that 420 machine is. Pretty sure I know what color his numbers are. That base coat. Just don't know what the heck I would call that base coat. Can't decide between an orange, fiery red. I am at a loss on that thing. Maybe you guys out in the YouTube world have an idea. If you got a name for that color, go ahead and type it up. My favorite description will win a congratulations by me here in the broadcast booth. That's worth a whole lot of nothing. Daniel Holloway in the 21 is your leader. Holloway has been out front for 34 laps. PJ O'Leary has led for 15 laps. Those two first and second on the lap led chart right now. See the field working through these corners here. Down the backstretch, the 63 and the 1 still on that outside line. Looks like they're getting some help from Chase Galvin in the 26 and the 18 machine of Gary Champion. Champion was last week's winner. As we got Ted Manning peeling off the pit road, we're almost to lap 40. Since the last time we were on pit road for Ted Manning, flag pit stops could be underway, as Ted Manning really overshot his pit stall there. Not a good situation for him. First of all, he's the only one on pit road, as he did stay out under a green, or under the last caution. Field has put Ted Manning a lap down. Manning has got to get up to speed. Hopefully he can join in with this second group that is led by Alex Kinsler in the 350 machine. But there you got a glimpse of Ted Manning. Here comes the second group. Don't know if Manning is going to be up to speed in time to blend in with these guys. You can see them pulling away from him still, as Manning is about 20 miles an hour slower than they are. So Ted Manning in big time trouble here, having to make that green flag pit stop and overshooting his pit stall. Not what he wanted to do, but we're on lap 93 of 200, so he still has most of the race, just over half of the race to go to get it done. Might be seeing a few more drivers hit pit road before too much longer. Our full expected fuel run is right around 45 laps. Really kind of depends on how much you're on the throttle. We might see our leaders coming here within the next few laps. So before that happens, we're going to take a break, and we will be right back after this. Welcome back, as green flag pit stops are underway. You see the race off of pit road being won by Daniel Holloway in that 21 machine. Gary Champion all the way up in that second place position for right now. You're going to see how the rest of this field cycles through. Chase Galvin in the 26 on pit road. The 420 machine of Donovan Ranta also on pit road. So these guys, the second group to hit pit lane. And you see the 350 machine of Alex Kinsler made his pit stop. He is rolling all by himself right now. Some green flag pit stops just short of the halfway mark. Donovan Ranta in the 420 being scored as your race leader for right now. Brandon Morris in second. Here comes Daniel Holloway in the 21 machine. Down into turn number 1. Could we see a pass for the lead on the backstretch? Donovan Ranta still about 20 miles an hour slower than this pack here. Go on board with Holloway. Up ahead, you can see Brandon Morris and Donovan Ranta. Ranta and Holloway getting very close to the same speeds now. So some great pit stop strategy by Donovan Ranta is putting back to the front once again here tonight. Holloway leading this second group. He is in third place, closing very quickly on this two-car group of first and second place. Holloway in the 21 making a move to the outside. The 18 of Gary Champion going with him. And along with the rest of that lead pack group, Champion really kind of wiggling there. Down the backstretch they go. We are on lap 100 of 200 laps, just at the halfway mark. Holloway gonna take the top spot away. Gary Champion working with Holloway. They are teammates along with that 24 machine of PJ O'Leary and the one of Justin Levine. All four of those Excalibur Racing teammates, 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the track. How about that? Those guys working together. Donovan Ranta and Brandon Morris had the lead, but did not have the momentum or the energy because they were a two-car group. Here we had a 4-car group all pitting together. They have gotten that 21 machine back to the top spot through a great team effort. With these green flag pit stops, it really has shuffled up the field, kind of scattered it throughout this whole track. You can see the 3 machine of Matt Kleinschmidt, the 83 of Jason Papp, and the 66 of Scott Leitner. Those guys all getting lapped right here. They are going to go 1 lap down. They will be the first 3 cars 1 lap down in this event. They are going to tuck in behind this lead group that is still single file, led by Daniel Holloway, bookmarked with the 54 machine of Randy Post. Should say bookends. Daniel Holloway in the 21, the 54 of Randy Post. Field heading at you from turn 4. Quite the crowd on hand here tonight. Standing room only, not an empty seat in the house. Gary Champion in the 18 machine on the high side all by himself right now. $15 cars still in this race. 1 car behind the wall. That is the 101 of Marcus Brown. Gary Champion getting stuck on the outside line. Gonna lose a lot of ground. Probably won't be able to tuck in until that 54 Randy Post gets by. We go on board with Gary Champion off his front bumper. See a tribute off that 54 machine. Randy Post, Ted Manning, Mitch Bieber, and Greg Rasmussen. Greg unable to finish the season with this league as he got shipped overseas, serving his country of the United States of America. We did a tribute race to Greg Rasmussen several weeks ago. It's his last race. We sent him off well. He almost won that too. Would have been a great story if he would have won his tribute race, his final race with the league. Donovan Ranta in the 420 machine sitting in 4th place. Scott Leitner in the 66. And Matt Kleinschmidt in the 3. Those guys are a lap down, but right now they are in a battle for the first car 1 lap down. And they are tucked in right behind this lead group. If you're a lap down, that's where you want to be. You want to be with these leaders. You want to be in this lead pack. We see Justin Levine trying to make some moves here now. Gonna tuck back down into this bottom lane though. Nobody was going to go with him and they lost some momentum. Once again, Levine to the high side, but no one's stepping out of line with him, and he tucks back down before he can lose a spot to Donovan Ranta. Randy Post, Gary Champion working that outer line now. Might be able to trick Justin Levine to the high side. Donovan Ranta looking like he might try and work that high line, but not fully decided. Now Justin Levine very committed to the high side. Donovan Ranta committed to the bottom. Daniel Holloway not sure where to go now, as we got some movement in the outside lane. 54, the 1, and the 18 all working that high lane. Might push Justin Levine back to the front. Levine was an early leader. He led for 10 laps. Has not been at the front since he got caught up in an incident with Ted Manning that did not bring out a yellow. Some contact between those two. And Levine has been working and struggling to get to the front ever since. But here he is, first car on the outside line, looking to get back into that lead. Can he beat Holloway to the line? And it looks like he's going to, so put Levine as the lap leader for that one. Randy Post pushing for all he is worth. And now Levine gonna abandon Randy Post to that inside line. Post stuck on the outside with Gary Champion, but I'll tell you what, that 18 machine, if I gotta work with somebody, I'm gonna choose the 18. He's been fast week in and week out. Lady Luck has not been on his side until last week when he finally got his first win of the season. Now Randy Post trying to side draft off the 21 of Holloway. Holloway sporting a red, blue, and yellow Skittles machine. Guess there's some white in there as well. Red, white, blue, and yellow. The 24 PJ O'Leary supporting the Rainbow Warriors car, made famous by Jeff Gordon. Exalta labeling the side of that machine and on the hood. Been a spectacular race so far. We are now on the downhill side of the lap counter. Lap 112 of 200. We've had 3 cautions for 9 laps. We have 89 laps to go, 24 lead changes. Daniel Holloway has led for 50 laps in that 21 machine. PJ O'Leary sitting in second on that chart with 15 laps led. And then Justin Levine has been out front for 13, but he's looking to make 14 laps this time around. But Randy Post might have something to say about it, but unfortunately Post not going to get there this time. Oh man, is Gary Champion and the 21 of Holloway almost got sucked into each other. If there wasn't contact made, there couldn't have been but a paper's width between those two. We have 12 cars on the lead lap. We have 3 cars currently scored 1 lap down. First car 1 lap down is Matt Kleinschmidt or the 66 of Scott Leitner. Depends on what part of the track you want to mention him. Those two are going at it, trying to be the first car 1 lap down. And Jason Papp in the 83, he is currently running 15th, right behind the 63 of Jody Burton. Burton, who is 15 seconds behind this lead pack. I'll tell you guys what, a very dangerous driver to have in the front of this race is that one machine of Justin Levine. He can find a way to win races time and time again. He is the only multiple time race winner here in the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series. He also happens to have the highest I rating of everyone here that is racing tonight by almost double. He is sporting a 4135 I rating coming into tonight's event. No one has 3,000. There are a lot of people in the 2,000 range for I rating. That just lets you know Justin Levine has a lot of experience, a lot of race wins under his belt, a lot of great finishes here in iRacing. Looking to have another great finish once again. That 21 of Daniel Holloway might have something to say about it before this is all said and done. Holloway still looking for his first win on the season. Randy Post, PJ O'Leary, I believe have picked up a win themselves. I know Randy Post has. Would have to check my stats here. Not quite sure on PJ O'Leary, but I believe he has a race win. Digging through my notes, and I have found that yes, PJ O'Leary does have a win on the season. Justin Levine, as I mentioned, is the only repeat winner out here. Another lap led by Justin Levine. Levine has been out front now for 19 laps. Still a long way to go to catch up to Daniel Holloway, who has been out front for 50 laps. But there is time enough to do it, but it's going to be very challenging to do so, especially with Holloway sitting in second place. See the field there, very nicely, neatly organized, and by field, I mean the top 7 cars. The 1 of Justin Levine in first place, the 18 of Gary Champion in 7th place. Champion not happy with running 7th, looking to make a move on the 44, Brandon Morris. Champion in that black and red 18 machine, Morris in the magenta and white 44 machine. Really should go back to kindergarten and learn my colors. Scott Leitner in that fiery orange 66, and Matt Kleinschmidt in that white and black 3 machine. Those two 1 lap down, having a heck of a battle, trying to decide between themselves who is going to be the first car 1 lap down. We go on aboard with Matt Kleinschmidt. You see Scott Leitner on his back bumper giving a tribute to Randy Post, who, as we mentioned, league owner tonight, but tomorrow a different situation, will not be the league owner anymore. But this league will continue to race. You will be able to find them on Virtual Racing Network, headed up by Charles Wooten. No disrespect, no ill will, but just schedules did not line up for MaxSpeedTV to be able to continue broadcasting the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series. I gotta tell you, it has been an absolute blast this entire season. I enjoy hanging out with these guys in TeamSpeak. We are going to have an epic post-race party, post-broadcast party in TeamSpeak. It's going to be a good time. Too bad not everyone's going to be able to join. But man, oh man, I've enjoyed broadcasting for these guys. They put on a heck of a show. It has always been a highlight of my week to get to do this on Thursday nights. Tonight we're on Friday night, a very special event because it is a full-length race. We moved it to Friday night so that everyone could not have to worry about going to work in the morning the next day. Good shot of that 54 machine of Randy Post. Got RWSS on the hood. That's the symbols for Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series. Symbols, initials, whatever. You know what I meant. MSTV on his deck lid. Someone we haven't talked about for a while is that 26 machine of Chase Galvin. Galvin has been a lap leader for 9 times out here tonight. But right now, he is in danger of going a lap down in that 26 machine. As you can see, the leader's right there as we are on board looking out the back bumper of Chase Galvin. The leaders are sneaking up on him, and he is in danger of going that lap down. That is going to throw a wrench in Matt Kleinschmidt and Scott Leitner's plans, as they want to be the first car a lap down, but they have got some work to do to catch up to Chase Galvin. But they are doing everything they need to, as they are still with this lead group. There they are right there, the 3 and the 66. Leitner looks to be in trouble of losing the lead draft here. Ted Manning in the 13 machine, the 50 of Jeffrey Meier, and the 350 of Alex Kinsler. Those guys currently running 9th, 10th, and 11th. They are just a little bit ahead of Chase Galvin. As you can see, Galvin in danger of losing the draft from these guys. He's going to get sucked up by this lead pack coming around here very quickly. We are on board with Chase Galvin. The field really has kind of settled into a very long green flag run. A lot of these drivers last time on pit road was 29 laps ago. Field coming out of turn 4. You can see Kinsler leading that first group. There's Chase Galvin all by himself, and then our race leader of Justin Levine. Levine diving to the inside here. Chase Galvin gonna go that lap down. But you might be able to tuck in behind this lead group. But he is going to lose a spot to Matt Kleinschmidt, as Kleinschmidt is tucked in very tightly behind the 18 of Gary Champion. And there he goes. Galvin going to slot in right behind the 3. So now we have another car to throw into the mix for the first car one lap down. It's been a minute since we did it, so let's go ahead and do our final crank it up of the night. We'll crank it up real loud too, guys. Let's make it loud. loud crank it up here on MaxSpeedTV. We saw Ted Manning try to get on pit road, get into a spot of trouble there. He's been on pit road for an extended amount of time now, getting that damage repaired. He is now 2 laps down. Jason Papp has also made a pit stop. He is currently 3 laps down. And Scott Leitner as well, currently being scored 2 laps down. So these guys need the field to cycle around. Might be able to get a lap back from each of those situations. Each of those drivers able to get 1 lap back. Waiting on some other drivers to make pit stops here. Might see a bunch of the leaders come down pit road. Alex Kinsler in the 350 and the 50 machine of Jeffrey Shagy Meier going a lap down as well. This long green flag run really has got a lot of cars a lap down as Kinsler currently in 8th place. Now Jeffrey Meier on his outside, going to take over that 8th place spot. The field is really shaken up right now. Gary Champion in the 18 machine, tucked in behind the 44 Brandon Morris. Champion now being scored as the last car on the lead lap in 7th place. More drivers kind of thrown into the mix here. Quite a mix. We got some lead lap cars, we got some lap down cars. It looks like 3 cars in this group. The first 3 are on the lead lap, and then Alex Kinsler in the 350 machine now being scored as the first car 1 lap down. Jody Burton in the 63 also behind Kinsler in position on track. But then you see Donovan Ranta tucked in right behind Jody Burton. He is on the lead lap in 4th place. Randy Post currently in 5th in that 54 machine. And then Brandon Morrison, that 44, all by himself. So we got cars coming down pit road. Daniel Holloway getting crossed up. Oh, Gary Champion getting a small piece of that. And it looks like Randy Post blinking in that situation. Right now, Alex Kinsler in the 350 machine. He is going to lead another set of cars down pit road. Brandon Morris in trouble. He is in big trouble. Tagging the outside wall. Alex Kinsler spinning as well. Kinsler in that 350 machine. Some more issues getting onto pit road. That will put Donovan Ranta as your race leader. He is on pit road right now, scored as the leader. Jody Burton in trouble. Another hard impact with the wall as someone tries to slow down and get on pit road. Once again, Donovan Ranta still your leader in that has an 8-second lead over our second place runner, Justin Levine. Ranta running all by himself right now, though. As you can see, he doesn't have any help around him as your race leader. We saw this happen to Ranta earlier in the race. Except for the first time we saw it, he did have some help. Right now, he is all by himself as we're on lap 137 of 200. He desperately needs some help as Justin Levine is closing on him very quickly. Levine 4.3 seconds behind him. Now make it 4.2. That gap is getting shorter and shorter. Levine and Gary Champion, second and third place right there. As everyone just went through some green flag pit stops. Ranta desperately needs Shagy Meier to close up on him. Those two need to start working together. Ranta is still looking for his first win on the season. Could he pull it off here in the season finale? There you can see Donovan Ranta in that orange machine, the black machine on the top of your screen. That was your second place for Justin Levine. Ranta is your race leader. Place, trying to push that 420 machine for all he's worth. Been a while since we had a caution. Only had 3 cautions here tonight so far. 9 caution laps scored. 61 laps to go. Had 25 currently your race leader, driving for TUI Racing. He has led 10 laps tonight. Now make it 11. We are on board with Shagy Meier. Meier currently in 8th place. Tucked in right behind the leader, so should the caution fly, it will be scored as the first car 1 lap down. Get that lucky dog waiting around. As you can see, Justin Levine has caught the 420 machine of Donovan Ranta. Levine working that high side with Gary Champion and Daniel Holloway in tow. 26, Chase Galvin, the 50 of Jeffrey Meier, and the 420 of Donovan Ranta working that inside line. Galvin and Meier scored a lap down. Now Levine on the outside of Donovan Ranta. Another lead change. But it doesn't stick. As Levine is going to lose some ground here. Ranta charging back on that inside line. Get a shot of Ted Manning there. Just went off screen. Manning currently in 14th place. 1 lap down. In danger of losing another lap here. Saw Ted Manning, one of the many drivers that had an issue getting on the pit road before that green flag cycle of pit stops. Manning looking to move to the high side, but that is going to force a 3-wide issue here through the tri-oval. Oh man, Gary Champion almost making contact with the 26 of Chase Galvin. Very, very close racing right there. Hey guys, if you haven't done so yet, please make sure you subscribe to MaxSpeedTV. Also give this video a thumbs up. Greatly would appreciate that. It means a lot, not only to us here at MaxSpeedTV, but also to the Wraps Super Speedway Series. They do their best to bring you a very exciting season finale. We're getting very, very close. 50 laps to go. We got about 56, now making 55 laps left in tonight's event. Tonight's race has also been brought to you by Walls Beard Co., Goldie's Eye Paints, the Ohio IndyCar League, SimSpeedShop.com, iBog, and the Hershey Design Company. Jeffrey Meier out front of our race leaders. Meier now on the lead lap, but he is the last car on that lead lap, fighting very desperately for all he is worth as he came into tonight as your points leader. Brandon Morris in second in points starting tonight's event. But there you see the 44 Brandon Morris currently scored in 4th place. Jeffrey Meier currently scored in 8th place. They're in the same shot, and Meier is out in front of our leaders, but that's not going to last too much longer as here comes the 420 of Donovan Ranta and Chase Galvin in the 26, with Galvin being scored as a lap down. So a great battle for not only the lead, but also for the first car to be 1 lap down. We still have 15 cars out on track. 16 cars started tonight's event. Marcus Brown in the 101. The only car behind the wall right now. Unable to continue through tonight's race. He is 119 laps down. That 50 machine of Jeffrey Meier. He is struggling to stay on the lead lap. At any point in time, he's either the first car on the lead, or the first car 1 lap down, or the last car on the lead lap. But here it looks like Donovan Ranta's got a good run on him. Jeffrey Meier, with some help from the one of Justin Levine, might be pushed back up into the front of this lead pack. Donovan Ranta is your race leader. Now Chase Galvin is scored as the first car 1 lap down, as he just has a nose in front of Jeffrey Meier. So that 50 and the 26, those cars are a lap down. The 44 and the 1, they're in a fight for the lead lap along with the 21. So your running order right now is the 420, the 1, 44, and the 21. We're going to go 3 wide. Oh, man. Meier almost got into the 26 of Chase Galvin. give a big shout out to everyone in YouTube chat. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I am enjoying reading everyone's comments. Thank you very much for that. We're coming up on 50 laps to go. It's been an exciting 150 laps. Very few cautions out here tonight. 3 cautions on tonight's race. We've been in the middle of a very long green flag run. Absolutely stellar event here tonight. These drivers pouring it all out. Donovan Ranta in that 420 machine, looking for his first win of the season. If he can pull it off here in the season finale, nothing like waiting to the last minute to get it done. But that 26 machine of Chase Galvin, he is the first car 1 lap down. He is currently scored in 8th place. The 44 machine of Brandon Morris is second to Donovan Ranta. We have the 21 of Daniel Holloway in 3rd place. And then right behind him is the 50 of Jeffrey Meier. This is the second car 1 lap down. He is scored in 9th place. And then you have Justin Levine in the 1 machine. He is currently scored in 4th place. 83 of Jason Papp right behind them. He is in 15th place, 3 laps down. You see Alex Kinsler in the 350 machine. He's in 12th place, 2 laps down. So this field very jumbled up. Gary Champion currently scored in 5th place with help from Ted Manning in the 13th machine. Ted Manning is 2 laps down in 13th place. So this field all sorts of shook up, all sorts of shuffled. We got lead lap cars battling lap down cars. The lap down cars don't want to give up an inch of space because they want to stay either the first car on the lead lap or at the tail end of the lead lap. With this draft pack racing, it can happen at any point in time. You get a caution. There you see a challenge for both positions. Challenge for the lead and a challenge for the first car 1 lap down. The lead is happening with that front row between the 420 and the 21. That is a battle for the lead. And then you see the 26 and the 50. Those two are fighting to be the first car 1 lap down. And if they aren't careful, this is going to be the caution. And nothing will change except for everything. That 26 and 50 end up spinning. Neither one of them will receive waiting around as being the first car 1 lap down. And if something happens with the 420 or the 21, that would be Donovan Ranta or Daniel Holloway. That could go horribly bad for everyone tucked in behind them. We are on the downhill side of tonight's event. Laps are winding down very quickly. We go on board with your race leader, Donovan Ranta. In that 420 machine, you see he's got some clean track ahead of him. If you look behind him, oh my goodness, we ride off the back bumper of Donovan Ranta. See, there is a lot of action going on behind him. That 26 machine of Chase Galvin. Got a lot of rubber stains all over that front bumper. We have had a heck of a long green flag run here. Austin Brown is only on the outside lane right now. Justin Levine looking like he's trying to work with Daniel Holloway. Not quite committed to that higher line. Shagy Meier in that 50 machine gonna tuck in right behind him. Down the backstretch they go. 420 Donovan Rana, your race leader. The 26 Chase Galvin in 8th place. First car 1 lap down. Gonna run through the field here. Donovan Ranta, your race leader. In that 420 machine. Started on the front row outside. He is currently leading. Second place going to Brandon Morris right now in the 44, but challenged by the one of Justin Levine. Levine all by himself losing some ground. That will put Daniel Holloway in 3rd place. Fourth place now is the one machine of Justin Levine. 5th place will be Gary Champion in 18. Randy Post is going to be 6th place in that 54 machine. As you can see, he is 20 seconds behind the leader. TJ O'Leary, he is 33 seconds behind the leader. He is currently in 7th place. Eighth place goes to Chase Galvin as we go back to this lead group. Jeffrey Meier in the 50 machine. He is currently scored in 9th place. 10th will be the 3 machine of Matt Kleinschmidt. As you can see him working with the 54 of Randy Post, who is in 6th place. 11th place is going to go to Jody Burton in the 63 machine. You see him working with the 24 of PJ O'Leary, who scored in 7th. Alex Kinsler is 12th in the 350, running all by himself, about 10 miles an hour slower than everyone else, due to the fact that he has no draft help. He is the first car 2 laps down. Ted Manning in the 13, working with the 18 of Gary Champion. And you see Alex Kinsler hoping to get into a draft pack here. Gary Champion, Ted Manning could benefit from a 3rd car joining this group. Scott Leitner in the 66 machine. He is running 14th place, 2 laps down. And then we have Jason Papp in the 83 machine, currently in 15th place. The only car 3 laps down, and the last car out on track. Marcus Brown in 16th place. Behind the wall, packed up, headed home. He is gone for the night. He will be scored in 16th, and right now he is 134 laps down. We are going to step away for just a moment, guys. We will be right back to bring you the end of this race. So nobody go anywhere. If something happens, we'll step in. But yeah, you know what? Some of us need a break, and by us, I mean me. So, yeah, I talk too much. Yep, time to go. podcast is brought to you by Walls Beard Co., Colby's Eye Paints, the Ohio IndyCar League, SimSpeedShop.com, iBog, and the Hershey Design Company. Don't forget, all of those links are down below in the video description. Please check them out. And also don't forget to thumb up this broadcast and or subscribe to MaxSpeedTV. Thank you very much for everyone who has done so already. A few green flag pit stops have happened while we were away. Daniel Holloway, the first one to make his pit stop, is currently in 6th place now. But we'll see how this plays out for him. The rest of the field will have to come down to number 12. Randy Post has made his pit stop. He is all by himself right now. Looks like he might have some help from the Matt Weinstein. The field's going to be shaken up once again. Donovan Ranta still your race leader, in out front for 37 laps. Justin Levine has led for 35 laps, but Daniel Holloway has led for 51 laps here tonight. But Chase Galvin in 4th place is the first car 1 lap down. Hard to believe that 3 cars are on the lead lap. But with green flag pit stops, that shuffle that is created causes all of these things, and we might have 2 green flag pit stops in a row here with no cautions. Tonight's cautions so far have been only 3 for 9 laps. We got 31 laps to go. We have had 27 lead changes, so this has been a spectacular race out here for the season finale of the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series. Ready to come down pit road. Daniel Holloway is the first car that has made a pit stop. Justin Levine tucked in right behind him as the 24 PJ O'Leary. 2 laps down now, going to the high side here. In that 24 Exalted paint scheme. Justin Levine also going to work to the high side. Cody Burton in that 63 machine currently scored in 9th place. First car 2 laps down. Really shooken up throughout this entire 2.5-mile track. Very high bank Daytona Speedway. When will Donovan Ranta come down pit road? When will Brandon Morris and Gary Champion follow suit? Those are the only 3 cars on the lead lap right now. As Gary Champion is 14 seconds behind Donovan Ranta. He is running all by himself right now. You see, he has no help around him. He is about 10 miles an hour slower than everyone else. Not sure what has happened to the 350 of Alex Kinsler. Right now, it looks like he is gone behind the wall. Jason Kapp currently in 14th place. Next time by will pass Alex Kinsler for position on the track. There it is, officially scored at Jason Kapp in 13th. So Alex Kinsler in 14th place, Ted Manning in 15th, and Marcus Brown in 16th. Big old knot of cars here. Jason Kapp trying to follow in behind him. Currently being led by the 50 machine of Jeffrey Meier. Meier is now scored in 3rd place. As Donovan Ranta has made his pit stop and gotten back out on track. Still scored as your race leader. But a big wave of cars and Jeffrey Meier peeling off the pit road. But now the race leader will go to Daniel Holloway, who pitted earlier about 10 laps ago. Justin Levine in 2nd. But there you see the 63 and the 24. That is Jody Burton and PJ O'Leary, as those are the first cars 1 lap down right now. Now, since the field has cycled around, we now have 7 cars on the lead lap as Chase Galvin just got lapped. Jeffrey Meier now the last car on the lead lap, as he is hustling for all he is worth on that inside, trying to get off pit exit. Very silly rule implemented as we saw that blue cone just go by. Right now, Daniel Holloway is your race leader. Justin Levine in 2nd, right behind him. On the lead lap. He's the last car on that lead lap. He is currently in 8th place. Does not want to give a lap up here. See Jeffrey Meier. Now Meier, first car 1 lap down in 9th place. I'm sorry, 8th place. PJ O'Leary moving into 7th. O'Leary dropping down to the inside, maybe letting Holloway by, but no. Gonna get back up in front of me. So now Jeffrey Meier in 8th place. First car 1 lap down. Holloway, who has led the most laps here tonight with 55 laps, still your race leader right now. Looking for his first win on the season. So far, doing a great job. Doing everything he needs to do to win this race. Justin Levine, though, like a shark in shallow water, stalking his prey, sitting in second place, third car on your screen, sitting right in the tire tracks of that 21 machine. We've had several green flag pit stops here tonight. That has caused quite the discrepancy in the field. Each and every time we go through a green flag cycle, it shuffles the field quite a lot. As you see the 350 Alex Kingsler going another lap down, 7 laps down, and at 14th place. I recorded him was behind the wall a little bit ago. Whatever he was dealing with, looks like he's pushed that car back out and fired it up. Back out on track. Congratulations to him for not giving up. Huge shout out. Oh, as Kinsler's going into the inside wall. Chase Galvin also getting a piece of that action. Galvin, big time contact. Alex Kinsler in trouble as well, as we have gone back under yellow. Not quite sure what has happened here. But Alex Kinsler and Chase Galvin definitely receiving extensive damage here. Galvin on the outside. As what a time to go behind the grandstands. We'll back this video up a little bit more as we are in replay here. Chase Galvin looked like he just got some air pulled off of him. Got sucked down into Alex Kinsler. Kinsler. Now we're watching from pulled out shot. Not sure what happened there. Kinsler hard impact with the wall. While the field circles around, Chase Galvin, KR up in the broadcast booth. You got your ears on, bud?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Galvin, it looked like something happened going through the trial between you and Alex Kinsler. Can you describe what just happened?
We were coming up on 350 real fast, and I was fighting with Meier for the lucky dog, and I thought I could swing down in front of 350 and get a big run. Plus, I get front him for the lucky dog, but I stretched it and just wiped us both out. Fun move, but you know, towards the end of the race.
Well, you've been fighting for that lucky dog position for quite a while. So unfortunately, as you said, you just kind of misjudged going through the trioval. Thought you maybe had Alex Kinsler cleared.
Pardon you, I couldn't hear that one.
It just looked like you've been fighting for a while for that lucky dog position. Now with this damage, how damaged is your car?
It's not in good shape, but yeah, like I said, I was just trying to get the lucky dog in the stretch, and unfortunately, really kind of ruined our race. My teammates race, but you know, it's I was up there leading a bunch of laps, and I started having connection issues, so I dropped to the back, and I lost the draft. It's just been a fight back ever since. It's been an interesting race.
Well, with 18 laps to go, Chase, you led 9 laps here tonight. So a great run for you as far as race-wise. What are you going to be able to do here to finish this event out?
If we don't get another quick caution here, I'll probably be trapped a lap down and just finish wherever I am. But if we get a lucky dog here, I'll make some moves, see if I can get towards this end.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you. We'll let you get back to it, and hopefully we'll see you back on the lead lap here before this is over.
All right, brother. Thank you.
That is Chase Galvin in the 26 machine taking a moment to talk to us. And now I want to see about pulling a driver up into the broadcast booth who was here earlier, Mr. Ted Manning. Mr. Manning, tell us a little bit, first of all, about your race.
Mr. KR, my race was less than favorable. Tonight, I led a couple laps. I was pretty excited about that. Just wanted to get up front. Just wanted to end this inaugural season on a good high note. I did what I wanted to do. Ended up leading a couple laps. I was up there in the front for a while, but a couple of mishaps. A little bit my fault, a little bit other fault. Yeah, I got to the point where I was like, well, I'm 4 laps down, 33 laps to go. I might as well watch this on the big screen and see how it all turns out. And with this caution, it seems like it's going to be a pretty good shootout.
Man, we had a stellar green flag run. This is only our 4th caution of the night so far. The racing as a league, what does a league have to do to have this kind of great racing?
Well, you definitely have to have a group of drivers who know how to work together and know how to actually hold in line with one another. And we've been racing, this is our 12th race together, the majority of us, and so we all have kind of figured out how we race and how to move on. The fact that we went over 100 laps, green flag is absolutely fantastic. I think obviously the green flag pit stops helped spread out a lot, so we weren't all bound up to cause an accident. But I mean, 100 laps, that's any league, you know, strives for great green flag racing like that. And so I was pretty excited for everybody to be able to experience something like that, and I can't wait till season 2. Season 2 is going to be absolutely fantastic.
Season 2 will be fantastic. Season 1, an absolutely stellar season. We're crowning a champion tonight between possibly Jeffrey Meier, Brandon Morris, Donovan Ranta. Who do you think is going to pull this out?
Well, this caution flag definitely changed it up a bit. You know, Jeff was back there, lap down, and you know, he's going to be able to get his lap back with this caution. You know, he was first lap down, so I think he's going to get his lap back. And I mean, he was right up there with Brandon and with Ranta. And I know that Brandon and Ranta are teammates and everything, but I mean, Ranta has just as much benefit. If he wins, he might take the championship. So I know for a fact that he's not going to be letting Brandon win. So I mean, a 3-car shootout for the championship. I mean, we couldn't have asked for a better ending to this season.
Well, Ted, we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing. I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. And, are you going to be hanging out here for the rest of the race? We'll be able to pull you up a little bit later?
When the race is over, after you get done interviewing the driver, I might jump up real quick and say hello. But I'm going to go watch the rest of this race with my wife and my friend Sam. So I appreciate everything you did for us, KR. Thank you so much.
All right, that is Ted Manning. Thank you very much, Ted, for joining us here. But we're about ready to go green flag racing once again.
Green flag, green flag.
There it is, Daniel Holloway in the 21 machine, pulling away from Justin Levine with 15 laps to go. Oh my goodness, good thing I have seatbelts in the chair I'm sitting in, because this race is really getting exciting. It's been an exciting event so far. 200 laps, the scheduled distance, 15 to go. I cannot wait to see how this shakes out. The 21 and the 1 fighting each other right now for the lead. Brandon Morris in the 44 machine, tucked in third spot, leading the 420 of Donovan Ranta. But you cannot count out that 18 machine of Gary Champion working that high side with 24 of BJ O'Leary, and just like that, another lap completed. 14 laps to go. Holloway to the inside. Holloway with 64 laps led. Going to secure the bonus points for leading the most laps. Holloway could get his first win of the season, doing all that he can to do that. Leading the most laps here tonight. Donovan Ranta second in that column with 42 laps led, but with only 14 laps to go, cannot close that gap in laps led. Holloway still out front though. Man, oh man, here we go. This race really starting to wind down. The intensity starting to pick up. Might want to pull your hat down a little bit tighter. You're sitting in the seatbelt, grab that seatbelt, grab that shoulder belt, pull it down a little bit tighter, because here we go with 13 laps to go. Down into turn number 3, the 21 and the 1, first and second. The 44 Brandon Morris, right behind the 420 machine of Donovan Ranta in the 4th place. BJ O'Leary in that 24, sitting in 5th. Randy Post currently in 6th place, looking to cap off this last race as the league owner here with the race win. He got one on the first race. What a fairy tale storybook ending it would be if Randy Post could win the first race of the season and the last race of the season. He has got some work to do to make that happen. Gary Champion, last week's winner in the 18 machine. Very solid week in, week out. Finally getting a win last week. Always a threat to win. He is just lurking right now in 7th place. And Jeffrey Meier, who is struggling to be on the lead lap, has managed to get back on the lead lap in that 50 machine. A battle for the points championship here between Jeffrey Meier and Donovan Ranta and Brandon Morris. Any one of these guys can come out with the championship lead. Daniel Holloway in the 21. Very, very deep in the points. Even if he wins, would not be able to pull out the championship. But it would be a great finish to his season, as now we have 10 laps to go, folks. Just 10 more laps of this 200-lap event. Cannot believe how fast this thing was clicked off. Just over 3 hours since we went live to improve practice, with a 3/4 wide salute to the fans, to the drivers in the practice session. When we went through qualifying, saw some great lap times laid down by qualifying. And then on to the race, and what a spectacular race it has been. Only 4 cautions out here tonight for 13 laps. We now have 9 laps to go. We've had 29 lead changes. This race has been off the charts. It has been everything that has been hyped up to be. A season finale for all season finales in the Wraps Super Speedway Series. We've had people joining us in YouTube chat. Thank you for everyone there who has talked, who has chatted it up, who has had fun with me in the booth behind this microphone. These drivers have put on a heck of a show. And it's not over yet with 9 laps to go. Now make it 8 as they cross the line. Anything can happen. I have the feeling that the storm really has not happened yet. Justin Levine in the 1 machine, sitting in second, the only repeat winner of this season. Could he make it 3 races in that win column? And Daniel Holloway in the 21 machine get his first win of the season. Will it go to the 44 of Brandon Morris, who come in tonight second place in points without a race win, showing how consistency is extremely important. Could he pull off an upset win here? Get the first win in the final race of the season. Oh my goodness, 7 laps to go. Down the back stretch. This is getting more and more intense. Gary Champion losing some ground here on the rest of the field. Last week's winner not able to hang in tight, falling a little bit further back. Could play into his favor if these guys get all sorts of out of shape. Maybe Gary Champion making a strategy move, but with 6 laps to go, how long are these drivers losing? How long will their patience hold out? Who will make the move at the right time? Daniel Holloway led for 72 laps so far. Justin Levine has led for 35 laps tonight. Those guys running first and second. On in the front stretch they go. Heading into the tri-oval. Now 5 laps to go. This race getting very, very intense. When will that final move happen? When will that big push come? You're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6th place right there. All of them able to make a move to win this race. But when will they do it? So hard to tell. You can say that the 26 machine of Chase Galvin, he was in 9th place. He was the first car 1 lap down. Gary Champion has really lost the lead draft here. He is almost 2 seconds behind the leader now. Jeffrey Meier is 8 seconds behind the leader. Those two are the last cars on the lead lap. So with 4 to go, if we get a caution, this race is done at this point. Hopefully we will not have that caution. But this is a race for the lead here. All of your cars in this shot are on the lead lap. All of them are hustling, trying to get a race win. Justin Levine, 2 wins so far this season. Randy Post winning the first race of the season. Oh man, as it looks like the 420 and Donovan Ranta tucked down behind the yellow line there. Oh, Randy Post sideways. Randy Post getting sideways. PJ O'Leary getting caught up in it, and those guys straighten it out. No caution. We are still racing. Green flag. Gary Champion now back into this with PJ O'Leary. Champion going to make a move on the outside there, put him into 6th place. But that has pushed Randy Post and PJ O'Leary out of this lead pack group with 2 laps to go. Daniel Holloway out front still. Justin Levine looking, maybe trying to think about either pushing a teammate to victory lane or waiting till the last second to make a move. But Brandon Morris in the 44 and Donovan Ranta in the 420, those guys at any point in time could decide to have something happen as well. Down and backstretch into turn 3. Daniel Holloway in the 21 looking to take the white flag here. A 4-car battle for this race win. White flag flying, final time, final lap, 200 laps, the scheduled distance. It will be decided right here, right now. Daniel Holloway in that 21 machine leading this 4-car fight for the lead. Justin Levine in second place. When will he make his move? Will he make a move? Down the back stretch they go for the final time into turn number 3. Brandon Morris looking to the high side, but not able to make anything happen as Donovan Ranta in the 420 machine not able to get close enough to him. There goes Justin Levine to the high side. Can Levine do it? No, it is going to be the 21 of Daniel Holloway winning tonight's event, picking up his race win on the season, or his first win on the season in the season finale. Give it to Daniel Holloway in the 21 machine. What a race. What an event here tonight. Man, oh man, Daniel Holloway, your race winner, with Justin Levine coming home second, Brandon Morris finishing third. Oh my goodness. That was a spectacular race. And Justin Levine just didn't have enough on the outside lane to make it work. Daniel Holloway picking up his first win of the season in the last race of the season. As the field really celebrating tonight's event, as all of them all have cause to celebrate. We're going to step away from the mic and get our post-race show set up. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the post-race show. Daniel Holloway, our race winner, and the entire field celebrating with him. Mr. Holloway, tell us about your race and what you had to do to win this thing here tonight, a full-length 200-lap Daytona event. Mr. Holloway, are you there?
Oh, yep.
There he is.
I just want to say, wow, I'm just, woo, soaked on this.
Well, man, it took you all season long. The season finale, you pick up your first win of the season, and what a dominating fashion to do it. You led 78 laps here tonight. How in the heck does this feel to pick up a full-length Daytona 500 race win in the last race of the first season of the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series?
I just want to say I can scratch that off the bucket list now. I'm just totally soaked. The whole team, everything. I mean, that race, my goal was, and the team's goal was, just to try to stay up front as much as we can, and that long green flag, boy, it worked with us, and we were together. That second one kind of hurt us. It's incident a little bit, but woo, yes.
Man, oh man, what a race it was. Great job out there tonight. We had a couple of green flag pit stops, and we saw a lot of drivers get into trouble trying to get on the pit road. How were you able to handle those situations each and every time? And I'm not sure, but I think one of those times you had a little bit of an issue yourself.
Yeah, I got caught up in going into the pits on that second green flag, and teammate PJ kind of got a little too hot and turned me, and ended up correcting myself pretty quick and used a fast repair, and didn't lose a whole lot as far as time with my other two teammates. And man, we caught up with the leader, with Donovan, and then we started playing strategy as far as the fuel, and man, it worked out as far as short pitted there at the end, and then waited till everybody pitted, and that's when we took the lead. And I was hoping to go straight green flag to the finish, but it didn't happen, but we still pulled it out.
Well, man, congratulations on your race win. Spectacular job out there tonight. It's gotta feel good to win your first race and the last race of the season.
Oh, it feels great. Awesome. I just want to thank, myself again, Justin, Gary, PJ. Good team effort tonight.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on that. And hopefully we will see you next season, although it will be on Virtual Racing Network. So, man, oh man, what a race. Last chance sponsors shout outs.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Randy with this league. Couldn't do it as far as I know. He was in there with us. I thought he was going to stay with us. I'm not sure what happened, if he got wrecked or pit sequence, but MaxSpeed, KR, like watching you guys. I'll go back to it tonight. Definitely staying up late tonight watching this. Again, my teammates, Team Excalibur. I think each one of us has won a race this whole season, so that's pretty darn good, I think. PJ, Gary, Justin, can't do it without those guys.
Well, man, congratulations on your race win, and thank you very much for your post-race interview. That is Daniel Holloway getting the win on this season, man. What an exciting race that was. And we're going to move on to second place finisher, and that is Justin Levine. How you doing out there tonight, Mr. Levine?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Oh, I can't complain. It's been a stellar race out here, and you end up in second place. How in the heck did you do that out there tonight?
I gambled right, rolled the dice, and everything honestly fell in our way. I got bored in the beginning. I was like, let me go back. Let's see how the car handles going through the field. As I do that, I get wrecked, and after that, everything just fell into place.
Well, man, you end up second. You start in first place. You're going to go down as the only repeat winner here in the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series. What is the talent level out there that kind of describe it for everyone who just only watches these things?
Man, there are so many people that outdrive me. To think that I'm out here flying through the pack, it's all experience. The more you put yourself into the car, you just gotta try it. Don't be afraid to side draft. You're gonna hit. It's racing. There's nothing you can do. The more you learn, the better you'll get.
Well, man, what a spectacular race. Congratulations to you. Any sponsors, people you'd like to thank?
Yeah, congrats to Dan getting his first win, finally. The whole team, Excalibur Racing, Dan, Gary, PJ. You do such an excellent job on the broadcast. Can't wait to go back and watch it. Ted and Randy for putting this on every week, and everyone for coming out. Can't do the league without their drivers.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on second place finish. That's Mr. Justin Levine, the only repeat winner for all races this season, ending up second place here, 1 place short of making it a three-peat. Congratulations to you, buddy, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, going to move on now to our third place finisher, and that is Brandon Morris. Mr. Morris, tell us a little bit about your race.
Oh, well, we had some bad luck for sure. A couple bad pits. It cost me big time. But overall, I mean, we were able to make some time back up and we're able to race for the win there at the end. I actually had a little bit of damage in the front of my car. It was making me really hard to stay in the draft and getting a big run on the lead guys. But overall, man, we had a great time this season, and we've been in here talking to you a bunch of times. I think I've had like 5 or 6 top 5s and several top seconds and thirds, but never got a win, and it cost me. But congratulations to Jeff. I think he ended up edging me out by 1 point. Me and him have been pretty much back and forth the entire season. We've either been top 3, I think, in the points the entire season. But yeah, congratulations to him, and look forward to running to him in the future or running with him in the future, and all y'all, man. It's been a great season.
A study of how to be consistent. You didn't get a race win on the season, but here you are finishing second place in the points championship, finishing third on this race. How in the heck can you build on this season into next season?
Well, we have to get some W's. I mean, that's what it all comes down to. We've been close all season, you know. I mean, just right there on a win and just weren't able to get one. But, you know, I mean, it's early. This league is still new, and I'm sure there are going to be many seasons to come. And, you know, we just got to keep being consistent and stay in a top 5 car, top 10 car every week, and then get some wins, and I think we'll be hard to beat.
Well, man, congratulations on a stellar season, and we look forward to seeing you in next season. Any final sponsors, thoughts, people you'd like to thank?
Oh, yeah, I just want to thank everybody in my league, or my team, Donovan, Chase, Eric, Alex, Jason. All those guys have been stellar. We run all the time together. We have a great relationship. We freaking talk all day, every day. Just goof around, man. Bunch of really good guys, and I'm excited to be a part of a good team and a great league. And Randy's done a outstanding job on, you know, orchestrating these things, this league, along with Mitch and Ted. I just want to thank all those guys. Derek, you, anybody that had any part in orchestrating this thing have done an outstanding job, and you know, we recognize it for sure.
All right, that is Brandon Morris finishing third here on the full-length Daytona race, ending up second in points for the overall championship. But now we got one more interview to give, and that belongs to Shaggy Jeff Meier. Mr. Meier, congratulations on the points championship. Oh my goodness. How are you doing out there tonight?
I'm pretty happy.
All right. Well, pretty happy is quite the description. Tell us, first of all, a little bit about your race and what you had to do to hold on to win this thing by 1 point.
Well, the start was just to ride in back, stay safe, stay on the lead lap, and hope to be there at the end to run for some positions. But we had some problems in the middle of the race. My teammate had a bad pit stop and we got separated, and then I fell a lap down. I stayed running with the leaders to try to get my lap back, and then that last pit stop I didn't take tires. I just took a few gallons of fuel, and I got lucky, and there was a caution, and it put me back in the lead lap.
So as you struggled throughout this race, being a lap down, and we watched you and documented it, trying to stay on that lead lap, what's going through your mind, not only for this race, but for the championship implications?
Well, it was tough because once I lost my teammate, it was kind of on my own there, and I just had to do a little bit of pit strategy and try to get some track position, and just to try to get back that lead lap back.
Now, we have seen you time and time again work with Matt Kleinschmidt in these big super speedway races. How well do you guys work together? Because it seems like time and time again, you guys fall back together, and then all of a sudden, both of you at the end of the race are sitting there somewhere inside the top 5.
Yeah, if one of us don't screw something up, I've done it, he's done it, you know. But if we can stay in sync the whole race, yeah, we're tough to beat. We do a lot of racing together, and we're more or less ride or die.
Well, man, congratulations on the inaugural season of the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series Points Championship. Any last thank yous, sponsors, whatever it is you need to say, now's the time to do it.
Well, I'd like to thank Randy for putting on a great season, and Max Speed for putting on the show. You guys do a good job. Thanks to all the competitors. It was fun racing with everybody this year, and sorry to Brandon, but somebody had to win, and I'm glad it was me, but he definitely made it hard on me.
Man, he did, and you won by 1 point. What a spectacular inaugural season. Congratulations, Jeffrey Meier, championship winner here in the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series. All right, so Jeff Meier wins it. That is about it for us here on MaxSpeedTV. And in the booth with me right now is Charles Wooten, who is owner of Virtual Racing Network, who has picked up the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series for next season. Charles, any words that you have for next season? Those are some great words, Charles. Congratulations on that. Spectacular words of advice. Thank you very much. Guys, I'm going to run through the results, and if we hear from Charles when he gets back, we'll let him talk for just a moment. So, anyways, tonight's results. Daniel Holloway picking up his first race win of the season. Second place going to Justin Levine. Third will be Brandon Morris. Donovan Ranta picking up 4th place finish. And 5th will go to Randy Post. 6th place is Gary Champion. 7th, PJ O'Leary. 8th place, Jeffrey Meier, and the championship winner on the inaugural season, Chase Galvin, in 9th place. Not going to say a whole lot about Chase Galvin, except for I think there's a man crush involved. Matt Kleinschmidt will round out your top 10. 11th place is going to Jody Burton. 12th will be Scott Leitner. 13th is going to Jason Papp. 14th, Alex Kinsler. 15th, Ted Manning. And rounding out this field for tonight will be Marcus Brown in 16th place. And now, our final interview of the night, Mr. Randy Post in his final race as league owner. Mr. Post, what in the heck? What a spectacular opening season for the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series.
For sure. This season is, oh my goodness. I don't even have words to really put into what's happened with this league. I'm so happy the way it turned out. I'm so happy we had such a great race today to put on for everybody. I just have no words. I just want to thank everybody for coming out, and I want to thank Ted for dealing with all craziness, and Mitch for dealing with all the craziness that I put them up to, and KR for making an awesome broadcast. I mean, number one broadcaster in the late nation for sure. And I'm super happy that it ended the way it did.
Well, man, congratulations on the opening season. But next season, moving on to different ownership, different broadcast channel. At final thoughts as league owner, maybe what you experience, all kinds of feelings you got right now.
It's bittersweet. It's really bittersweet. I got some news the other day that would have interfered with the league, and I think it's just the best decision for me to pass it on to somebody who's going to be able to take care of it and just have a good time with it. I wasn't ready for this, honestly. It's going to go places. It'll be big. I do want to say, when it comes to quality, apparently Charles Wooten is the best. So,
yeah, Charles Wooten is the best, but when he gets called out for an interview, he can't respond. So, not sure if he's really can be considered the best after that.
Yeah, I mean,
I was eating pizza, so you know.
Oh, there he is, Charles Wooten, carrying over the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series into Season 2. Charles, thoughts, feelings, excitement for the next season of this league?
Definitely looking forward to it. Actually, the first straight Super Speedway Series I've done, so Speedways always lead to some good racing, 2 and 3 wide action, so I'm looking forward to taking it over and obviously trying to keep up the quality that you brought this league already.
All right, well, Charles, man, I'm going to pass the baton on to you. Carry on. What a great group that you have to broadcast. I have no complaints with these guys. Randy, man, thank you very much for allowing me to broadcast for you. Randy, first of all, final thoughts on this opening season.
Where do I begin? We've got a lot of great guys. There's a lot of great talent in this league, and they may not have been the best when they got here, but they'll definitely be the best when they leave here.
All right, Randy. Well, thank you very much. Like I said, could not have been happier getting to join you guys. Charles, looking forward. Any closing statements in this broadcast here tonight as we pass the baton on to you?
No, I actually dropped the baton, but no, I got nothing. Let's go racing. I'm ready for Season 2 to get started. Hopefully it gets here before I know it. It's a long ways off. I think it's August when they're starting, so I have to wait a little bit, but I'm ready to get it started.
All right, that's Charles Wooten, owner of Virtual Racing Network. If you guys haven't checked that out, please do so now. Man, oh man, guys, thank you very much for joining me tonight. As always, my name is KR Stolfus, and as Randy said, a very bittersweet ending. I have chills right now because I have thoroughly enjoyed broadcasting for these guys, and it is my last one with them. So holding back some emotions right now. Never thought I would have these kinds of emotions, but they're there. They are there. So once again, thank you everyone in YouTube land for watching. I appreciate all of our sponsors here at MaxSpeedTV. If you haven't done so yet, check out the links down in the description. And guys, that is going to do it for us here at MaxSpeedTV for the Randy's Wraps Super Speedway Series. Final time signing off with these guys. Have a good night, guys. Thank you oh so much. It has been a spectacular 3.5 hours. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. And I will see you all in my next broadcast, hopefully. Have a good night.